welcome to Winnebago Lutheran Academy on this tournament Sunday of the B-Team tournament. First up on the docket today is a third place game between the Knights from St. Stephen Horicon and the Panthers from Faith Lutheran. We're going to announce all players from both teams. We'll begin with the visitors on the scoreboard this morning, the Knights. We'll start with a fourth grader, number 10, Olivia Whitnable. Another fourth grader, number 14, Vienna Stratman. A fourth grader, number 22, Ashlyn Schwab. And a third grader, number 4, Claire Schwartz. And now the starters for the Knights. A fifth grader, number 1, Emily Bonkoski. A fifth grader, number 2, Molly Slade. A fifth grader, number 5, Grace Thornton. A sixth grader, number 34, Faith Sales. And a sixth grader, number 50, Sarah Hudson. And now for the home team, the Panthers from Faith. We'll start with a fifth grader, number 10, Macy Easy. A fifth grader, number 14, Olivia Mathwig. A sixth grader, number 17, Evie Toma Malarkey. A sixth grader, let's go to the team with the non-starters. A sixth grader, number 23, Ava Musak. A fifth grader, number 24, Liberty Linsky. A fifth grader, number 25, Jaden Pino. A fifth grader, number 31, Addie Rosenthal. And a sixth grader, number 34, Tegan Everett. And now the starters for the Panthers. A sixth grader, number 20, Abby Walta. A fifth grader, number 22, Lola Rich. A fifth grader, number 26, Karina Wickman. A sixth grader, number 32, Bella Dowland. And a sixth grader, number 40, Ava Savage. The Panthers are coached by Tim Zunker, Corey Sabish, and Todd Lipke. And the Knights are coached by John Hodson and Ryan Whitnable. Good luck to both teams.
Well, you just met both of the rosters for this third place game of the Wall B-Team tournament here in 2021. Want to thank you for joining us. And we'll have all 4 games today. I'm Jordan King taking you through the action. WLA-TV is your home for the games, as Mr. Caleb Book just mentioned. Appreciate him and all the work that has gone into making this tournament possible this year, and happy to be, they allowed me to be part of it somewhat here as well. We'll get you the starting lineups. You heard Faith's starters for the Knights of Horicon, St. Stephen's Horicon, Emily Bunkoski, and a quick steal for the Panthers. Number 2, Molly Slade. Number 3, number 5, Grace Thornton. 34, Faith Sales, and 50, Sarah Hodgson. Those are the starters for St. Stephen's Horicon. And here is a jump shot from over there on the right side. That's number 32, Bella Dowland, who gets the scoring going for this third place game. Faith got here by beating St. Peter's. St. Peter's finished 5th, and then losing to St. John's Lomira. And for Horicon, they beat Redeemer, and then they lost to Mount Calvary. Mount Calvary and Lomira are the top 2 seeds here on the B-Team girls side this season, and they'll meet in the championship later on. So that'll be a good one coming up a couple hours from now. We'll play both of these third-place games in the same stream on WLA-TV, and then we'll start a new stream and switch over for the championship games as well. So tell you about all the games coming up, as here's a drive on the left side, and that's finished once again. Having all 4 points so far for the Faith Panthers is Bella Dowland, one of the 6th graders for Faith. They got a big roster, And a good start to this third and fourth place game. Coming up in the third place game on the boys' side is Horicon trying to get a jumper off here. That one is good for Emily Bukowski. Nice jump shot from about 12 feet. It'll be Oakfield and St. John's Lomira coming up in the other third place game. As I mentioned, Lomira and Mount Calvary on the girls' side in the championship, and then Mount Calvary and Faith sixth graders. Nice shot there, and that is number 20, Abby Walta, getting her first 2 points as she hits that one. So 6-2 early on here. And a very nice offensive start for both of these squads. And I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yeah, Coach Hodgson from Horicon going to take a timeout and talk to his team about it. We'll take a timeout with him and come back after this on WLA TV. So it's going to be Horicon's ball coming out of this timeout, and they'll start it up here with a fifth grader in Bukowski, who's got the first points for Horicon as well. And that's tipped away by Faith, but a nice job by Hodgson to keep control of it for the Knights. She drives down the right side, misses that one just a little bit off to the left, and here comes Sabish for Faith, and they're going to say travel, so go back the other way. Nice outlet and a good fast break by Faith. Couldn't finish it on the other end, but good start for the Panthers. They scored on their first 3 possessions, and that was the first time they've come up empty-handed. Here's Molly Slade. Slade is also a fifth grader for these Knights. Into the lane goes Sales, and she'll be fouled. I think that'll be on the floor, so do an underneath inbounds play here and see what Horicon can draw up. Slade will inbound it. Nice play by the Knights. And Bunkowski's got her second bucket of the game. 4 for her and 4 for the Knights. Walta into the front court. She finds Sabish. Sabish trying to get it back into Walta. Nice defense there by the Knights, and Hodgson steals it. Looks to the far side. That's Sales. And Sales is going to be bumped by Sabish. Second team foul for Faith. 12-minute halves is what we play at the B level. And another chance here to get it in, but it's stolen by Faith. That was number 26, Karina Wickman, who got in the passing lane, stole it away, got it to the point guard, Abby Walta. And 22 is Lola Rich, who gets it down underneath, and they'll tie it up there. It'll stay with Faith. Started with Horicon. And Walta will be the one to inbound it. She bounces it in, and fouled is Bella Dowland. Dowland has 4 of the 6 for the Panthers, and she'll go to the free throw line. First team foul on Horicon. First free throw from Dowland is a little bit strong. Into the game for the Knights is Olivia Whitnable, 4th grader. And Dowland makes it, but they'll wave it off. They said she crossed the free throw line a little too early. So it will remain 6-4 here in this third and fourth place game between the Knights and the Panthers. This is the newest sub into the game, Whitnable, and she'll get it back out to Slade. And Slade tried to pass it off, but couldn't get it out of her hands in time, so that's a travel. Back this other way comes Faith. Faith, the home team in this ball game, and that is off the foot of a Horicon player, so it'll stay there, keep it with the Panthers. Also into the game now, Vienna Stratman for St. Stephen's. Good first 4 minutes for both of these teams so far. And then we got a close one. Here's Walta into the lane. That one's just a little bit strong off the glass. Walta's going to get the steal, though, and try to dump it down underneath to Dowland, but a good steal once again for Hodgson. That's her second steal of the game, and tipped out by Sabish. Good transition defense for Faith, and it'll stay with St. Stephen's. Number 17, Evie Tomalurki, is in for the Panthers now. It's the first sub that Coach Zunker and Sabish and Lidke coaches have made. Tomalurki quickly with the rebound and outlet pass to Sabish. Sabish trying to get it into the front court, does so by getting it to Lola Rich. And Rich spins into the lane, and they'll say offensive foul here. And they'll whistle that one against the Panthers. So third team foul for Faith. Moving screen, I think, is what the call was. So let's see what Horicon can do. Had a couple possessions here where both teams have played terrific defense and really limited the other offense. Here's Bunkowski into the lane. Rainbow's one up. That one's a little bit strong, and the long rebound comes out to Rich. Rich up ahead to Walta. Walta on that far side. It won't go. Offensive rebound by Tomalurki, and she's fouled and will go to the free throw line. Good offensive rebound by the Panthers. And Ebby Tomalurki, sixth grader for Faith, get a chance at the free throw line. And second free throw, that clipped the rim, so they'll play it. Good rebound by Hodgson. And she'll turn and fire it up court. Stepping in the way was Dowland, who gets it up to Sabish. And Sabish back to Dowland. Dowland's got 4 so far. That one's a little bit short. And another good rebound by Hodgson. Hodgson is across the court. Now finds Bukowski. Offensive rebound. And St. Stephen's can't quite get that one to go. But a couple of good chances there for the Knights. Here's Rich. Rich with the long two-pointer. That one misses. And ball bottles around and gets it back out here to Lola Rich. Rich across to Sabish. Sabish turns, shoots. This one's long. And a good rebound to end the possession for Hodgson. That one into the front court, and I think they're going to get a whistle here for a foul, as Molly Slade was trying to dribble down the court for the Knights. Couple of subs for either team. Karina Wickman back in for the Panthers. In for the Knights, Claire Schwartz and others. Thornton back in, Sales back in as well. Here is Thornton. Back out to Bunkowski. And a shot that's going to come up just a little bit short, and a good rebound by Tomalurki for Faith. Here's Walta. Crosses over, down the lane she goes. Can't quite get it to go. Another offensive rebound for the Panthers. And another one for Walta. Tipped out, and I think it was last off Faith. So a couple of chances there once again for the Panthers. And they're getting closer, but not seeing them fall. Scored on their first 3 possessions, but since then, Horicon has done a really nice job defensively, making some adjustments to stop the Panthers. Here's Bunkowski. Has it tipped away by Walta, and Walta completes the steal. She's going down that right side of the lane, up with the right hand. A little bit short. Offensive rebound to Dowland, who finds her teammate Wickman, and Wickman gets it to go. There you go for the Faith Panthers. Karina Wickman makes that jump shot. There's a 30-second timeout. We'll take it with them. 8-4 lead for the Panthers. So the Panthers score for the first time in a few minutes, and they extend their lead back out to 4 points. And there's another tipped dribble for the Panthers, and Walta's going to get another steal. Walta crosses over, spins down the lane, and they're going to whistle a travel out near half court. Faith trying to turn up the defensive intensity a little bit. They got a couple of steals on the past 2 possessions. See what Horicon can get started here. And they'll say Rich hit the arm. And that's the 5th foul on the Panthers. 2 fouls so far for Horicon, as that's tipped out by Faith once again. Trying to get the ball into Sarah Hodgson, one of the 2 6th graders, along with Faith Sales on this Horicon team. Hodgson has it right now. She hands it off to Thornton. And Thornton just struck the pivot foot there, so it'll go back to the Panthers. Another Horicon sub. That is one of their starters, Molly Slade, who's back into the game. Walta will initiate the offense for the Panthers. She drives into the lane, shoots the floater. It's a little bit strong, and another good rebound. Strong rebound by Hodgson. Hodgson looks across the court. That's a nice pass up to Slade, and she's blocked. So it'll stay with the Horicon Knights. That was a good fast break run by Hodgson and Slade. Into the game for the Panthers now is number 10, Macy Giese. And there's another nice inbounds play. And scoring her 6th points of the game is Emily Bunkowski. She's got everything so far for the Knights. And 2 of the times she scored on that nice inbounds play where she has a teammate screen for her. And that's tipped out by Slade. Here is Walta. Walta gives it to the far side. That is Tomalurki. She drives the lane. That's a nice move, and she's got her first 2 points of the game. That was a good dribble drive by Ebby Tomalurki. And Faith back up by 4, kind of back and forth now over the last couple of minutes in this 3rd place B-Team girls game. And I think they got a travel or a double dribble down there in the corner, yeah. Double dribble is what they ended up calling. Number 14, Vienna Stratman, now in for the Knights. Just about 3 minutes left here in this first half between these two. And Walta crosses over, now finds a backdoor cutting teammate, and it ends up with Karina Wickman. Wickman can't make it, but it's tipped out last by Horicon. Nice backdoor cut. That was Dowland who tried to get to the hoop. And Dowland will be replaced here by number 24, Liberty Lidke. And I think that's Walta trying to get it into someone. She bounces it, and before that, they get a timeout. 30-second timeout by Faith. They lead by 4. Back with more after this. So Faith uses a timeout there to make sure they didn't lose possession. And once again, Walta will bounce it in, this time to Toma Lurkey, and got deflected back off of Walta before she was able to get back into the court of play. And there's a little miscommunication between a couple of teammates for St. Stephen's, so it will be Panther ball once again. Giese will get it into Walta. Walta looks down to the corner. This is Wickman who finds Walta. Nice backdoor cut by Abby Walta, and the 6th grader able to score. This ties the biggest lead of the game so far for the Panthers. They lead by 6, 12-6. 2.5 minutes or so left here. Bunkowski into the middle of the lane. She tries to bounce past it. A couple of Faith Panthers get their hands on it, and we have a jump ball. Good hustle by both these teams. And Slade will throw it in. And Bunkowski will initiate the offense for the Knights. A little reverse dribble. And now gets it to her teammate Slade. Slade over here to this near side with Thornton. Trying to find a bounce pass. There it is. Down to Stratman. Stratman jumps, has it tipped away. And it ends back up, and I think we got an over and back. Yeah. Couldn't tell if that was tipped, but it was not, so. Ball back over to Faith. 25, Jaden Pino for Faith, and 34, Faith Sales for Horicon back into the ball game. And here is Walta. Walta will try that hesitation dribble that's worked a couple of times for her. Now gets it over to Giese. Top of the key. That's almost poked away by Molly Slade. But Faith retains possession. Walta on the, check that, that's not Walta, that was Pino on the far side. And the shot missed by Giese, and a nice rebound. Straight up ahead, Bunkowski trying to get a shot away here. She's able to. On the far side, there's a jump shot, and they're going to get the 3rd foul of the game on Horicon during the rebound. Couple more subs in for Horicon. And here's Giese. Giese drives the lane, trying to look for a teammate. There is Toma Lurkey, misses that one. Offensive rebound. Walta misses that one, just a little bit short on that one. And Horicon coming the other way with it. This is Whitnable. And Whitnable trying to use a screen, now puts up a shot. That one rattles off the rim and out of bounds off of Faith. Little confusion on who is getting the ball there. There's another nice inbounds play. Offensive rebound. Nice rebounding by Hodgson in this first half. And she finishes that opportunity with a bucket, her first 2 points of the game. And cuts the lead back to 4 for Faith. Here is Pino, able to get it to her teammate. That's number 24, Liberty Lidke, who bounce passes over to Ebby Tomalurki, who's looking out top of the key. This is Sabish. Sabish at the high post, has it poked away by Hodgson. Hodgson still has half a minute. She's going to go straight for it, and they'll say offensive foul on Sarah Hodgson. Good defense once again by the Faith Panthers in transition. And Sabish will walk it across the court. Faith trying to get the last shot here. Here is Geezy. Geezy down the lane. And they'll tie it up underneath there. Good defense by Hodgson. So Faith leads by 4, has this inbounds opportunity, gets it into Geezy. Geezy looks out to Sabish. Sabish going to shoot the jump shot. That one banks just out. And a good rebound underneath. Here is Slade, and that is going to do it here for the first half. Fun first half to watch here in this third place game of the Wall 2021 tournament. And heading into the halftime intermission, it'll be a 12-8 lead for the Faith Panthers. In that first half, Ebby Tomalurki scored 2 for Faith. Abby Walta had 4. Karina Wickman had 2, and Bella Dowland had 4 for the Panthers. For the St. Stephen's Horicon Knights, Sarah Hodgson had the final 2 points of the half for the Knights. The first 6 was scored by 5th grader Emily Bunkoski, who had those first 6. So 12-8 is the halftime score. Put 5 or 6 minutes on the clock here, and be back with the second half right after this. You're watching on WLA TV. So we're ready for the second half of action here. It is a 12-8 lead for the Faith Lutheran Panthers out of Fond du Lac. St. Stephen's in Horicon. And these two trying to win a third-place trophy for their schools. Hodgson looks underneath. That's a nice first offensive possession, and Molly Slade will head to the free throw line. And Slade's first one is just a little bit long. And the second one is rebounded by Hodgson, and I think she got fouled as well. Yep. Karina Wickman, I think, whistled for the foul there. And nice defense there by Abby Walta. Get the ball back for the Panthers. $11:30 left here in this third place B girls basketball game, and a nice worked offensive set there for Faith. Can't quite finish it. Rebound down to Hodgson. She gets it up here to Bunkoski, who's the game high scorer. She has 6. And there's a steal for Bella Dowland and a foul quickly on Molly Slade from Horicon. So Walta will initiate the offense for Faith, looking for their first pair of second half points if they can. They get it down to Dowland, back out to Wickman. And the pass over here to Rich. Rich looking for Tomalerki. Instead it goes to Walta. Walta long two, missed that one a little bit long. And a good offensive rebound by Wickman. Wickman back out to Lola Rich. She shoots this one and missed it barely off to the right. And back to Horicon that goes. Ten minutes and 40 seconds left. Here is Bunkoski going to go around a screen, and they're going to say that it was a moving screen by Grace Thornton. And they're just waiting for a Faith Panther to throw a ball in. There we go. Here is Walta. Over on the left side, that's Dowland. Dowland looking, surveying, gets the pass over here to Wickman. Back out to Rich. Give and go with Wickman, and that shot bounces off the rim. And a nice rebound once again from Hodgson. And that one bobbled around, and Horicon's going to use that opportunity to take a timeout. We'll take it with them. 4-point lead for the Panthers. Back with more after this. So coming out of this timeout, the Panthers will have the basketball. Here's a Lola Rich shot. That one clangs off the backboard, and a nice rebound there from Whitnable. And Hodgson throws it up ahead to Bunkoski. And she missed that one. And I think it was a good offensive rebound there from Bunkoski as well. And she was fouled, is what the call was. That is stolen by Lola Rich. Rich up the left side of the floor, and she took an extra step going up for the layup. Good transition defense to put some pressure on as well by St. Stephen's. There's been a lot of good defense so far between these two teams, making the other team shoot some tough-looking shots, and I think they're going to get a foul here as Bunkoski was trying to get into the lane and make something happen for the Knights. That lobbed into Hodgson. Looks far side. Here's the point guard, Bunkoski. She crosses over. And that's poked away by Rich once again. She's got 2 steals in a row here. Goes down the right side, misses. Offensive rebound, and it rattles around and somehow wouldn't fall for Wickman. Good looking shot, but just wouldn't go down. Rich gonna be screened here by Hodgson. Bunkoski looking for a teammate. She finds one now. That was a good looking jumper from Grace Thornton. And tied up. Nice hustle there from Hodgson. That'll win another possession for the Knights. And 24, Liberty Lidke into the game. And they throw it into Hodgson, and she was fouled by Tomalurki. First free throw, a little bit off to the right. And second free throw upcoming. And the second free throw rattles around and out. And Walter will bring it across for Faith. Horicon's had quite a few chances here to try to cut this from 4 down to either 2 or 3 or maybe even 1. But Faith doing a nice job defensively. We'll see if Horicon can get one of these possessions to fall, something to fall, and give themselves a chance to maybe cut this to a 1-score game and then see what happens. See if you can try to take the lead here. First, they got to get a bucket on one of these upcoming possessions. There's a nice pass underneath to Slade, and she was fouled. And we'll go back to the free throw line. That's the 6th Panther foul, as they hit Slade on the arm. First free throw just a touch short. And the second one, a little short as well. So we'll see who can get their first points of the second half. We played about 4 minutes, but the defense reigning supreme so far here in this second half. Here's Rich, back out to Walta. Walta looks over there to Liberty Lidke. Back into Walta. Walta tries to lob it down to Dowland. And Rich not able to quite save that one. So back to Horicon. Vienna Stratman will bounce it into Sarah Hodgson. And Hodgson into the front court. That one gets tipped away by Walta, but last off of Walta, so stay with Horicon. There's a nice pass from Hodgson over here to Whitnable. Whitnable was just a little strong on the shot. And Faith is coming the other way with it. Oop, nice defense. And I think that was over and back, yeah. Nice defense by number 4, Claire Schwartz for St. Stephen's. That was a terrific job. And Ava Sabish will come in for Abby Walta. So here's Hodgson. Hodgson's trying to drive the lane. Still keeps her dribble. And Whitnable down the lane. She goes up with it. That one rattles around and out. Offensive rebound, and Vienna Stratman scores the first points of the second half. And Coach Hodgson and Whitnable will take the timeout for the St. Stephen's Knights. 2-point game. Back with more after this. So Faith will try to see if they can re-extend this lead. St. Stephen's finally able to get it back within 2 points. I think the last time it was 2 points was 6-4 earlier in the first half. Here's Lola Rich, who's looking to get it out, and she is fouled by Hodgson. Underneath, good offensive play by the Panthers, and Lola Rich is going to go to the free throw line. First free throw for Rich is just fractionally off to the left. And the second one off to the right. So can St. Stephen's tie this thing up on this possession? Here is Emily Bunkowski. And Rich able to get another steal. Here's Lola Rich into the front court. And they'll say she was fouled and take her back to the free throw line. That's the 5th team foul on Horicon. This game's been tight the whole way. First free throw misses off to the right, or left, pardon me. And second one, offensive rebound by Tomalurki, Ebby Tomalurki. And it ends up back with Rich. And almost tied up underneath, but a nice strong rebound from Hodgson. Hodgson looks up ahead to Bunkowski, who has it here on this near left side. She has an open teammate. She's trying to lob it over to her teammate, and she does. That is Faith Sales who's going to get a chance from the free throw line. one, that one missed, and Sales was across the line, so that's a lane violation. And Bunkowski gonna put the one-person press on here and just make sure that Faith takes care of the ball in the backcourt. They do. Here's Sabish. Sabish turns, looks, and it's stolen by Hodgson. Hodgson's in the open court. See if she can finish this one off. She does a little Euro step move, gets her own rebound, and we have a tie ball game. 4 points for Sarah Hodgson, and we're tied up at 12. Five and a half or so minutes left here in this game. And the last 5 minutes will be crucial to determine who's going to be the third place finishing team in this year's Wall B-Team Girls Tournament. And Hodgson has plans to make sure that's Horicon. She picks that one off down the lane. And they're going to call a foul. So Hodgson will go to the free throw line with a chance to give Horicon the lead. Faith's going to take a timeout before the free throws. And we will take one as well. Back in 60 seconds. So we're down to crunch time here in this third place game. Hodgson at the line. And the first one banks in. Nice free throw for Sarah Hodgson. I think that's the first free throw we've seen go down today for either team. And that one misses a little bit strong. Almost an offensive rebound. Good rebound by Karina Wickman, though. And here come the Panthers. Now it's their turn to try to come from behind. They haven't trailed until now in this ball game. They had led pretty much from the start. Here's Walta. And Walta missed that one just a little bit short. Back to Horicon. Actually, from the start, Horicon started with the ball. Faith was able to stop them. And then Bella Dowland scored on that first possession. Faith scored on their first 3 possessions, in fact. And so they have not trailed in the game until now. So very interesting run here that Horicon is on, and a nice run as they have it with Hodgson at the top of the key, and she's working on that right side now. And 3 seconds in the lane. And give the ball back to the Panthers. Ebby Tomalurki back in. She's got 2 points for the Panthers. Walta has 4. Karina Wickman has 2, and Bella Dowland has 4. Those are the scorers that add up to the 12 points that Faith has. And here is Karina Wickman trying to drive on Hodgson. Hodgson doing a nice job defensively, kicks it out. Here's Ava Sabish. That one rattled around and out. Hodgson with yet another rebound. She throws it up to her teammate, and off the hands of Slade, that goes and out of bounds, so back to Faith. A little over 4 minutes left in this one. So Faith's got to get something going. They haven't scored here yet in this second half. Meanwhile, it's been 5 points in the second half for Horicon. And that has erased a 4-point deficit at the half and turned it into a 1-point lead. Tomalurki just a little bit short on that layup opportunity. And it goes last off of the Panthers. Coming up next, we will have the Oakfield Eagles and the St. John's Lomira Chargers for our boys version of this game. And we're going to have 1-1 bonus for St. Stephen's. So it'll be Grace Thornton, currently with a 1-point lead. Chance to extend that for the Knights. And getting another lane violation here, so go head back the other way. And Claire Schwartz back in, along with Bella Dowland for Faith. Schwartz in for the Knights. So Faith trying to score their first second half points. Here is Dowland. Dowland with a nice little pass fake. Now has to find a teammate. Here's Sabish. Sabish has Wickman on the far side. She's going to dribble it here at the top of the key. Crosses over. Loses it. There's Slade with a nice defensive play. And the other way, Geezy almost able to steal it. Now they trap. This ends up with Sales. Sales to the free throw line. Shoots that jumper. It's a little bit short off the hands of Slade, and going to head back with the Panthers. And a little bit of ball pressure here for Horicon. Sabish and Geezy trying their best to get it into the front court. And nice steal there. Faith Sales gets in the passing lane. She's down the lane. Layup opportunity. She scores. That's the first points for Faith Sales. And they're a big couple of points. Horicon leads by 3. Here is Geezy. And Geezy's fouled. That is the 6th team foul, so not shooting yet. Here on the side is Geezy. Looking in. That's tipped away, but it should stay with Faith. It does. But once again, nice defense from Slade. And 22, Lola Rich back into the game. She's got a couple of big steals for the Panthers. Hasn't scored yet, but she's had a couple of opportunities. And Rich will try to throw it in. Rich bounces it in. Here's Dowland. She's got 4 points. Blocked. Nice defense once again from Sarah Hodgson. Had a terrific game so far. She has 5 points. Her teammate Emily Bunkowski has 6. Nice worked inbounds, and there's the first points of the second half for Faith. And much like the first half, they're scored by Bella Dowland. Dowland now has 6 points, and we're back to a 1-point game with 2 minutes left. Been a fun game so far. There's still a lot of basketball to be played in these last 2 minutes. See who we're going to crown as the 3rd place winner here at the Wall B Team Tournament. That's off of Rich last. And so it'll stay with Horicon. Here is Hodgson. Hodgson's in the backcourt looking up ahead. And it's stolen now by Dowland. Dowland able to pick that one off. Dowland into the front court. Looking for a teammate. Lobs it over. Ends up with Sabish. Sabish puts it up. This one misses just a little bit strong. We have a mad scramble for it. And where does the arrow point? It's going to keep it with Faith. They always show that in close games at the college level. Where does the arrow point? Perhaps even more importantly, you got to show that in B-team basketball. So Faith will keep it, and their coaching staff going to take a full timeout trying to discuss how they're going to operate this last minute 45. They got an underneath inbounds. They scored on their last underneath inbounds, and if they can do that again, they'll retake the lead. After not scoring at all in the second half, they were able to get a couple of points on their previous possession. Make this a 1-point game once again. Bella Dowland has 6. Abby Walta has 4. Ebby Tomalurki and Karina Wickman each have 2. For the Knights, Emily Bunkoski has 6, Sarah Hodgson has 5, and 2 apiece for both Vienna Stratman and Faith Sales. So, very competitive game. Again, St. Peter's Redeemer finished 6th. There were 6 teams in this year's Wall B Team tournament field. St. Peter's finished 5th. Winner of this game will finish 3rd. The other will finish 4th. And then we'll have the championship between St. John Lomira and St. Paul Mount Calvary a little bit later on this afternoon. Here is Rich. Rich being hounded by Schwartz. Nice defense by Schwartz. Ends up with Karina Wickman. Wickman spins. Looking for a teammate. Sabish has it poked away. Ends up with Rich. Rich to Sabish. Sabish skip pass to Wickman. Wickman, this jumper just a little bit off. Offensive rebound. That one's off. And they're going to say a foul on the rebound, I do believe, as Dowland was trying to bring it down for the Panthers. And a bonus opportunity here for Bella Dowland. She has scored several big baskets for the Panthers so far this afternoon. And a chance here at the line to tie it up. And she crossed a little bit early. So the rules on rebounding a free throw are all 6 that are on the line can leave right away, right as soon as it leaves the hand. But the shooter has to wait for it to hit the rim, and that's what a couple of these girls are forgetting this time. And timeout here for Horicon to avoid potential turnover. So they'll inbound it after this timeout. We'll take the timeout with them. Minute 21 left, and man, has this been a good game. Last 80 seconds after this. All right, so what can Horicon cook up offensively and what can Faith do defensively here? 81 seconds left in this game. They're going to try to lob it into Hodgson. She has it. She turns, tries to cross over. She's just got to get it across half court. Now she does. Here's Bunkoski. And it's tipped away. Slade has it. And they get the timeout first to Horicon. Or no, they'll say that, sorry, I apologize. Thought Horicon was granted a timeout there. Molly Slade stepped out of bounds, so goes back to Sabish and Faith. That's a tough pass. Dowland able to have it. I think she traveled. Yep. So Faith not able to get a shot up there. Underneath inbounds. Going to get Walta back in for the Panthers. This game's had it all. A couple of scoring runs, terrific offense, even better defense. And that's tipped out by Rich. She couldn't quite keep it in, but good defense by Lola Rich. Make sure that Horicon didn't get behind her and get an easy bucket. So here's the inbound. They're able to get it into Bunkoski. Bunkoski has it almost swiped away. Rebound on the weak side by Tomalurki. She's into the front court. She'll try a jump shot. Oh, she hit it. What a shot by Tomalurki. And all of a sudden, Faith has the lead again. Last 30 seconds. Hodgson up ahead. And Sales can't handle that pass. And I think we're going to get a Faith timeout here. Is that? Yeah, that's what we got. Wow. 29.4 seconds left in this game. And Faith waited the whole second half to start scoring, but they have retaken the lead here with just a half minute to go. They led 12-8 at halftime. 7 second half points by Horicon and 4 by the Panthers, but that 4 for Faith is good enough currently to secure the win, but they got to take care of the basketball here in this last half minute if they're going to secure that third place finish in this year's Wall tournament. Again, to get here, Faith beating St. Pete's, losing to St. John's Lomira. Horicon beat Redeemer and then lost to Mount Calvary. So it'll be Rich to throw it in. Full court press for Horicon. Faith crosses their guards. Here's Walta, bounces it to Rich. Rich got to try to get it past half court, and I think she was fouled. So Rich will go to the free throw line. It's just going to be 1-and-1 bonus, though, for the Panthers. And Sales will come back in for Horicon. So Rich. Free throw up. Missed it a little bit off to the right. Rebound down to Sales. Stolen. Rich, that's her third second half steal. She tries to shoot it. She's blocked. Sales steals another one. Stolen back. And before Walta was able to get the shot up, Faith called timeout. So Walta able to steal it back. Faith took a timeout. And it'll be an underneath inbounds. Full timeout. What a hectic last couple of minutes in this game. And it just doesn't feel like the game is over, does it? 16-15 with 15 seconds left, but still feels like there's another twist in this tale, perhaps. We'll see if that happens. But Walta's shot there might have gone a long way into sealing this one. About 15-footer that she hit, but timeout first. And it was a mad scramble, so timeout trying to keep possession for Faith, and then Walta, about a second after the whistle, put up the shot, and it went down. Walta has 4. Tomalurki has 4. Dowland has 6. Karina Wickman has 2. It is Faith ball. Yeah, there were little confusion there on whether or not that shot counted. It did not. So Horicon thought they were on offense, but they're still got to play defense. Here's Rich underneath. She has it blocked and tipped out by Tomalurki and goes back to Horicon. 12.7 seconds left. And after all that, we got set up. Last couple of minutes. Last couple of seconds, really. 12.7. They get it into Hodgson. Hodgson turns. She's going towards the front court. Gets it up to Sales. She shoots it. It's tipped. Offensive rebound. Shuffled around. Blocked once again by Tomalurki. She's going to heave it ahead. And Faith's going to get the third place win here over the St. Stephen's Horicon Knights. What a fun game to watch between the Panthers and the Knights. And it finishes 16-15. Wow, that was entertaining stuff to get our day started. If we get 4 games like that, we're going to have a ton of fun here on WLA TV today. So, again, I'm going to step aside here for Mr. Caleb Book and let him award these teams.
Thrilling fashion goes to the Panthers from Faith. soon as you are able, we ask that you exit the gym so that we can let the next set of fans in for the other third place game. Thank you.
So there you go. Your third place B team tournament finishers are the Faith Lutheran Panthers out of Fond du Lac and St. Stephen's from Horicon. The Knights finish in fourth place in this game. Really quick, before we step aside here, we're going to mute the music so that YouTube doesn't get angry at us. Let's give you a few final stats. Bella Dowland had 6. She was tied with Emily Bunkoski from Horicon with 6 points. That was the game high. Couple of other notes for Horicon. 5 points for Sarah Hodgson, 2 for Vienna Stratman, 2 for Faith Sales. For Faith, after Dowland's 6, you had 2 for Karina Wickman, 4 for Abby Walta, and 4 for Ebby Toma-Lurkey. So that, and Toma-Lurkey hit that jumper. It was about a 17-footer that she hit that got it done for the Panthers in terms of giving them the third place finish. So a terrific game, 16-13. We'll pencil Faith in here as the third place winners. So we'll have the third place boys team, which will be St. John's Lomira, St. Luke's Oakfield, and have that game coming up next. Then we will switch streams. We'll switch to a championship stream, and we'll start off with Lomira and Mount Calvary for the girls' championship, and then finish things off with the St. Paul's Mount Calvary Patriots and the Faith Lutheran 6th graders for the championship of the boys' side. So a lot of basketball yet to come on WLA TV. Hope you'll join us all day. And we'll give these guys 10 or so minutes to warm up and then start this ball game here on WLA TV.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to this 2021 Wall Tournament, where we have the third place boys game taking place with the Chargers of St. John's Lomira, the guests on the scoreboard. And our home team in this game, the Eagles of St. Luke's Oakfield. We'll begin with player announcements. First of all, the bench players for St. John's Lomira. Number 4, Elijah Persky. Number 22, Matthew Fensky. Number 28, Silas Peaker. Number 13, Carter Lumpkin. And now the Chargers starters. Number 3, Alex Zahn. Number 6, Josh Polish. Number 7, Levi Zedler. Number 14, Noah Priest. And number 15, Alan Stibb. Now for the home team, the Eagles. First of all, the bench players. Number 22, Remington O'Leary. And number 40, Finley Geisthart. The Eagles starters, number 1, Harrison Billett. Number 5, Octavian Meisner. Number 11, Lucas Russ. Number 32, Garrett Wells. And number 45, Silas Conger. The Eagles are coached by Caleb Book and Jenny Metzger and Brian Wick. The Chargers are coached by Greg Obermiller. God's blessings to both teams.
There you go. So you just met the teams for both of these ball clubs. Starters once again, Alex Zahn, Josh Polish, Levi Zedler, Noah Priest, Alan Stibb for the Vikings. For St. Luke's Oakfield, Harrison Billets, Octavian Meisner, Lucas Russ, Garrett Wells, and Silas Conger. So to get here, we'll tell you the paths to get here. It's a little more difficult to make it to these ball games if you are on the boys' side than the 6-team girls tournament, but nonetheless, both these teams earned their positions here. Alex Zahn straight down the right side of the lane, finishes with the right hand, and he gets the scoring going. 2-0 to the St. John's Lomira Chargers. Here's a nice pass underneath inside, and that's what we saw a lot of in the second half was Garrett Wells going to work against Mount Calvary yesterday in what was so far the game of the tournament. That was a fun one to watch. Ended up in that 40 or 50 range in terms of points. Here's a take by Polish. Josh Polish couldn't get that one to fall, and the Eagles want to run. This is Harrison Billets, top of the key. Down to Geisthart. Geisthart can't quite get that one to go. Offensive rebound stays with the Eagles, and heading to the free throw line will be Conger. First free throw misses off to the right. And he'll get another opportunity to give the Eagles a lead. Second free throw is a little bit long, and a good rebound there from Josh Polish for the Chargers. And it'll be Zahn, top of the key. Zedler crosses over, got those bright orange shoes underneath to Zahn. Zahn pivots a couple of times. He's guarded by Conger. And he'll have to kick it back out to Zedler. Zedler with the ball fake, going to go off a couple of screens. He's guarded by Harrison Billets. Down underneath, backdoor cut, and a nice defensive play by Silas Conger. He's up to the left side, still with that left-hand dribble. Down the lane, up with the left hand, can't get that one to go. Offensive rebound tipped around, and not able to be corralled by Wells, so the Chargers escape without giving up any points. Here is Zedler once again. Zahn Zahn tries the drive, kicks it out to Polish. Still guarded by Billets. Zedler, shot fake. Now almost had an opportunity to get a shot off. Now looks for a teammate. Finds Polish. Zahn collects. Good patience here by the Chargers, sorry. See the blue and the white. Makes you want to say Vikings. Here is Zedler finding Polish, who's going to drive, go off of a screen. Can't get that one. Nice defense by Wells and a good job to collect the rebound as well by Garrett Wells. Taking under 10 minutes here in this first half. Nice cut by Finley Geistart. He can't get that one to go, but a very nice cut, and it looked like he was going to get that one to curl in. Finley, the fourth grader. Here's Noah Priest underneath. Misses that one just short. And a good rebound by Wells again. He finds Conjure. Conjure trying to go all the way, dribbles it off his foot, and it's out of bounds. Back to the Chargers. I thought Coach Obermiller was calling for a timeout, but he was saying 5 out. Good thing I'm not reffing. Here is Alex Zahn, top of the key. He's a 6th grader for this team, the only 6th grader, in fact, for these Chargers. The rest are 5th, 4th, and 3rd graders. St. Luke's has 3 6th graders, and the rest are 4th and 5th graders. Here's Zahn. Zahn crosses over, gets into the paint, finds Polish, couple of dribbles, back out to Zedler. Zedler crosses over, and a nice defensive job. These Oakfield Eagles are staying in front of their offensive players extremely well. Couple of screens for Zedler, behind the back dribble. Top of the key, Zahn into the paint, shoots a floater. It hangs on the rim, won't go down. Good rebound by Wells. He finds Harrison Billets. Billets into the front court. Crosses over and reverse dribble out top of the key. Drive here, give him back to Billets. Billets shoots the jumper from the high post. Batted around, and a nice rebound down there for Alex Zahn. Zahn will take it up the right side. So far, both these teams doing an excellent job defensively, much as we saw in the last game, 3rd and 4th place game in the girls' side between Faith and Horicon. Nice backdoor cut by Zahn. Polish couldn't quite get that pass through. It was a tough pass to try to sneak through all those bodies. And it'll be the 2nd foul for the Vikings. Remington O'Lear and Octavian Meisner into the game. They will replace Wells and Billets. 7.5 minutes left here in this first half. Here is Geistart. He curls around into the paint, looks for a teammate. Here's a long 3 on the way. This one misses. And, Geistart able to almost get an offensive rebound. They don't have the heights in here, but Finley Geistart, just a little guy out there, but hustling away, trying to get these offensive rebounds, and at least tied it up to keep it with the Eagles. Wells back in, perhaps for this inbounds play. Yeah, they'll just lob it into him, and he'll try to get it back there to Russ. Instead, it's picked off by Zahn. Zahn down the right side of the floor, up with the right hand, and he finishes. Alex Zahn's got all 4 for the Chargers, and they lead 4-2. Russ, Wells. Wells looks to Conjure. 3 ball on the way. Banks in. Nice shot from Xylus Conjure. And that'll be the first time that the Eagles lead today with a 5-4 lead. Here is Zedler. Levi Zedler drives, trying to get it to Noah Priest. He's able to do so. Priest has it poked away, but straight to Zedler. Zedler's going to try to drive. He's going to throw up a left-handed shot. This one misses strong. Rebound down to Wells, gives it to Conjure, and Eagles want to run. Conjure looking to this left side. Bounce passes to Wells. Wells able to keep it in. Get it back to Conjure, who likes that left hand. And inside to Russ. And Russ was whistled. Check that. Polish whistled for the foul. So, Russ to the line. First free throw is good. As is the second. Nice couple of free throws there from Lucas Russ, and it's a 3-point lead for the Eagles. Zedler into the front court, dribbling between the circles, crosses over. Zahn. Alex Zahn's got all 4 so far for the Chargers. Here's Noah Priest into the lane. Kicks it back out to Zahn. Zahn stops, pops. It's a tough shot. Offensive rebound. Almost finished by Silas Keeker on that far side. Nice offensive board by Keeker, who got in good position. And just missed it a little strong. Full timeout from Coach Greg Obermiller. We'll take it with him. 3-point lead about halfway through this first half between the Eagles and the Chargers. Back with more after this. So coming out of the timeout, that was a Lomira timeout. And the Eagles will start their offense, and that one not handled by Conjure, so Alex Zahn gets the steal. Zahn into the front court. Crosses over, goes down the lane. I think it was tied up. Yeah, nice defense there from Conjure to tie things up. It'll stay with the Chargers. Zahn trying to build on what is already a 4-point game for him. He gets it in here to Polish. Polish turns around. Vikings, I think, are smaller at every position, or the Chargers are smaller at every position on the floor right now. Here's Conjure. Down the lane and up with her left hand and good for Silas Conjure. He's got 5 points, leads all scorers. About 5 minutes left here in this first half, and Oakfield has settled in well, now with a 5-point lead. Zedler up to screen for Zahn. Now with Polish. Back to Zedler. Zedler going off a screen. Thought about the 3. Now has to kick it back to Polish. That pass is tipped away by Conjure. Nice steal by him. Looks cross court. Up to Russ. Russ can't quite get it to go. And it's tipped out by Alex Zahn. So stays with the Eagles. But they dodge a bullet there. This is the second of our third place games. The first one was a 16-15 Faith Girls win over Horicon. That's a long 2 on the way for Conjure. And a nice rebound by Silas Keeker on the far side. Keeker's going to try to bring it up. Has it poked away there by Harrison Billets. Inside to Geisthart, and Finley Geisthart going to head to the free throw line. Geistart's first one, a little off to the left. And second one good for Finley Geisthart, so that's his first points of the game. Been a nice little spark plug for the Eagles. all over the place for Oakfield. Here's Zedler. Polish. Back to Zedler. Ball fake. Polish, that's his spot. He missed it a little bit strong. Offensive rebound almost from Kieker. Instead, it's Geistart. Geistart drives down the paint, looking for his teammate. Stolen. Alex Zahn steals it and crosses over. Good defense there in transition by the Chargers. And Zahn crosses over, somehow able to keep his dribble. Dribbles down the lane, up with it, and scores. Alex Zahn's got the 6 for the Chargers. I promise I'll stop saying Vikings at some point today. Here is Geistart. Down the lane, floater, yes! Finley Geistart's got the last 3 for the Eagles, and the lead is back up to 6. 12-6, Zahn walks it across the timeline. Zahn into the paint, floats it up. That one's strong. Nice rebound by Xylis Conjure. Conjure down the lane, fouled by Noah Priest. So Conjure to the free throw line. That free throw a little bit strong, and an over the back. Nice block out by the Chargers. Or did they call it? They might have said he was. I didn't know. Did they call it a foul? I guess I didn't see him, unless they just kind of told the scorer's table on the way past. I didn't see him kind of go over there. So it might have just been him being across the line. That could have been. So Conjure on the far side. Inside to Wells. And finishing is Garrett Wells. He's got 4 points. Lead out to 8. Crossing over, down the lane goes Zedler. Zedler is fouled. Zedler's a little short on the first. But the second one is good for Levi Zedler. 14-7. Looking into Wells instead. Here's a Russ 3 from the corner. It's short. And a good rebound by Alex Zahn. Nice aggressive board there as we tick under 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Zedler coming off of his first points of the game. Off his foot. Stolen. Finley Geistart into the front court. He has that go off his foot. Saves it. And Conjure ties it up. Into Conjure goes the pass. Hands off to Russ. Back to Conjure. That's a well-worked play. Can't quite finish it, but Conjure gets his own rebound. Another offensive board kicked out. Harrison Billett's mid-range jumper misses. And the Chargers trying to fight over the loose ball. Conjure gets it. Gets it back to Lucas Russ. Into Finley Geistart. Geistart down the lane. I think he maybe drug the pivot foot there before he got up for the shot. Alex Zahn walks it into the front court. Crosses over. Zahn able to get it to Polish. Polish to Zedler. Levi Zedler off of a screen. Trying to get open. But the Eagles doing a nice job. Here's a three on the way. Zedler looks good. He hit it. Levi Zedler hits the second three we've seen this afternoon. Xylis Condra hit the first, and the Chargers back within 4. And miscommunication between Geistart and Billets, so back to the Chargers it goes. Half a minute left here in this first half. See what the Chargers can draw up to perhaps get within a couple of points here heading into the halftime intermission. Zahn crosses over. Getting his hand on it was Russ. And Chargers trying to make sure they can keep possession. We got a foul. I think that was Billets perhaps on the push. Third team foul for Oakfield. Pretty clean first half, all things considered, for both these teams. Zahn lobs it in. Zedler back to Zahn. Long two. This one misses long. And a nice rebound. That was Olaire on the rebound, up to Geistart. Geistart crosses over, up on the right side. He finished. Finley Geistart has 5 points. He's been terrific in the first half. Zahn's going to throw it up from half court. Oh, my goodness. That just about went down for Alex Zahn, but it won't. 6-point lead for the Eagles here at halftime. Russ has 2. Wells has 4. Finley Geistart with 5, and Xylis Condra with 5. That's the scoring for the Oakfield Eagles. For the St. John's Lomira Chargers, 4 for Levi Zedler and 6 for Alex Zahn. 16-10. Eagles lead it by 6 here at the half. Take a quick 6-minute break. Come back. Second half on the way. All right, so back for the second half of action. The Eagles lead the Chargers by 6. Oakfield and Lomira getting after it here. Here is Polish. Polish into the middle of the lane, tries to find Zedler. Levi Zedler able to get it. Russ almost picks it off. And as the Chargers got possession back, they take a timeout. 30 seconds, we'll take it with them. Just a 30-second timeout, and we're getting ready to play once again. Zedler. Faith fifth graders was the fifth place team in this year's B-Team Boys tournament. They knocked off St. Stephen's Horicon, I do believe, as we get a kick here from Xylos Conjure. Winner of this will be the third place finishing team, and then we'll have Faith sixth graders and Mount Calvary for the championship game a little bit later on this afternoon. Back-to-back games of St. John's Lomira right now. I have the girls next, and they're in the championship against Mount Calvary. No Priest here. Dribbles once, and they'll call double dribble. First dribble looked like it got tipped, but I was a different opinion than was that of the officials. Here's Russ. Ooh, Alex on into the passing lane. He goes down the court, up with the right hand, can't finish. And nice defense from Xylos Conjure. Conjure with the left hand dribble across the half-court stripe. And down to Russ. Russ. They're going to say no shot. Underneath inbounds, Russ will get it into Conjure. Conjure down underneath to Wells. Wells can't get that one to go, and it's tied up. Stays with the Eagles. So the underneath inbounds once again for Russ. Wells, hands off to Russ, back to Conjure. And Polish this time in the passing lane. Conjure hustling all the way back. Can he keep it in? He can. Nice play by Xylos Conjure in transition to remedy that pass that got picked off by the Chargers. Conjure has it right now. Really likes to go left. If I were the Chargers, I'd be trying to force him to go right as much as I could. And Wells headed to the free throw line after that foul. And the first one goes home for Wells. Second one rattles off a little bit long for Garrett Wells. Rebound tracked down by Alex Zahn. Zahn top of the key. A couple of crossover dribbles, now gives it back to Levi Zedler. Zedler thought about the three. Underneath to Polish, who finds himself wide open. And Josh Polish gets the first points of the second half for the Chargers. And it's 17-12. Here's Conjure. Finds Harrison Billets. Billets with the jumper in the lane. That comes up a little bit short. And rebound down to Zahn. Zahn looks ahead to Noah Priest. That one's picked off. Nice defense by Russ. Russ crosses over. Billets, long two, rebounded. And a foul on the floor. think that was Zahn they got. Third team foul. Russ trying to find someone to get it into. That last second of a 5-second count is always the longest. Here's Billets down the lane. Count the basket and the foul for Harrison Billets. That's his first 2 points. And that one misses short. Nice board by Alex Zahn once again. Top of the key, Zedler gonna fire a 3. It looks good. He hit another one. That's the second 3 of the ball game for Levi Zedler. And it's back to a 4-point contest. 19-15. And Zedler now has 7 points. Zahn has 6, Polish with 2. And that's how the Vikings have 15. Scoring update for the St. Luke's Oakfield Eagles. Harrison Billis, Lucas Russ both have 2 points. Xylus Conjure and Finley Geisthart and Garrett Wells all with 5. That's how you add up to the 19 for the Eagles. Fun game so far, and looks like we're going to see if the Chargers can keep it close as we move closer and closer towards crunch time in this game, and see if they can make it one down the stretch. As I said, coming up next, we'll switch the stream. So if you're on this stream, come right back to WLA TV, WLAVikings.org/WLA TV, or find us on YouTube, which you already have done. So stay here, but we're going to start a new video, a new live stream for the championship pair of games. So just a little programming note for you there. If you are on this, you're going to have to move to the next video for the championship games, which start next. That was Billets. Ooh, they're going to call a travel there. I didn't think they held it nearly long enough to call a travel. Looked like a good rebound by the Chargers. And Zahn's going to steal it anyway, so that didn't even matter. And Zahn's into the front court. Alex Zahn down the right side all the way to the rim. Nice take by Alex Zahn. He's got 8. And another timeout taken from Coach Book, a 30-second timeout, as the Chargers get back within a pair. A terrific job so far this second half for the Chargers. Eight minutes and 51 seconds left, so still plenty of time for both of these teams to make something happen. But you can't argue with the way that the Chargers have come out this second half, especially defensively on the boards as well. Trying to get themselves back into this one. Here's Russ, who will trot across the timeline. Guarded by Polish. Geisthart. That pass is retrieved by Conjure. Conjure with the left-hand dribble. Trying to find a seam to drive. Now has it back to Russ. Russ drives. Switching, and Russ all the way to the rim, as the Chargers couldn't figure their switch out there, and it's back to a 4-point game. Zahn. Zedler, who's hit a couple of big threes. Polish drives. Nice offensive board by Alex Zahn. Count the basket and the foul for Alex Zahn, who now has 10 points. Zahn free throw is good as well, so Zahn has 11 of the 20 for the for the Chargers. Getting into this game too much, calling them the Vikings again. Here's Geisthart. Geisthart has it poked away, stolen, and they're going to get a foul on Finley Geisthart here. bumping Levi Zedler. And the smallest player on the court will be replaced by the biggest player on the court as Garrett Wells comes in for Finley Geisthart. And the Chargers have a chance to take their lead for the first time since I think it was 4-2 or 4-3 maybe in this ball game. Here's Polish. Zedler, shot fake, dribble drive. Now pops back out. Zahn, pardon me. And now it's Zedler. And 3 seconds in the lane. Here is Russ. After that turnover by the Chargers, had a chance to take the lead. Nice take from Silas Conjure to restore a 3-point lead for the Eagles, as he loves that left side, and able to get to the rim and finish. Zedler off of a screen. Back to Polish, guarded by Billets. Zahn guarded by Conjure. Zahn down the lane with the left-hand dribble. Oh, man, that's a tough shot, and he hit it. Alex Zahn has 13 for the Chargers, back within a point. Here's Octavian Meisner, guarded by Alan Stibb. Out to Harrison Billis, one-on-one. Nice cut by Russ. He gets all the way into the paint to the rim and scores. He's got 6 points for the Eagles. And back to a 3-point lead as these teams go back and forth. Zedler, who's top of the key here? Polish. Polish drives, contact, and they'll get a shooting foul. See who they got. Yeah, Billets on the, I think that was on the drive, but they're going to give him the shot. Polish a little off on the first. And the second one rattles around. Zahn almost able to get the offensive board. This time Polish able to get it. Back to Zahn. Zahn hesitation. 3-ball on the way. Almost good. It was strong there from Levi Zedler. Rebound down to Conjure. He's all the way up the floor. He's up the left side. Count the basket and the foul. Nice take for Silas Conjure. Conjure's got 8. And get a chance to get another one at the free throw line as well. Russ back in. And that one misses by Conjure. Conjure able to pick off the rebound, and another and one opportunity for Silas Conjure. That free throw good for Conjure. And it's an 8-point lead restored for the Eagles. Here's Zedler. Zedler down the lane, floater. Can't get it to go. Rebound to Wells. Wells to Russ. Up ahead to Meisner. Meisner dribbles it up the left side. Can't get it to go. Offensive rebound and another foul. That is the 7th team foul for the Chargers compared to just 3 team fouls for the Eagles. First one misses off to the left for Conjure. And second one good for Conjure again. Zedler, and the Chargers trail by 9. Zedler has it top of the key. Goes off of a screen. Underneath, there's Zahn. Zahn finishes. Nice little hook shot. Little baby hook, and got it to go. Lead back down to 7. And down the lane goes Russ. Ball bobbled. Russ able to get it. Wells can't hit it. Wells tries to get the offensive board, but it's collected by Noah Priest instead. Outlet to Zahn. Zahn into the front court. Crosses over a couple of times, kicks it out. Zedler thought about the 3. Kicks it back. Zahn's going to try a 3. This one's a touch short. Rebound down to Olaire. Nice board by Remington Olaire. And Harrison Billets will slow things down for the Eagles. Initiate their offense. And that was a dragging of the pivot foot. And Elijah Pershke in for the Chargers. Here is Zedler. See what the Chargers can do here over these next couple of minutes. Try to cook up a chance to get back in this one, get a little closer. They're down 7. Nice backdoor cut from Zahn, poked away from Oakfield, and will be an underneath inbound for the Chargers. Oh, nice backdoor cut by Pershke. Pershke looks out. Noah Priest. Jumper. That one's just a touch strong. Rebound by Zedler. Zedler spins through. Kicks it out. Zahn. Zahn into the paint. Misses. Another offensive board for the Chargers. Zahn hits it. Count the basket and the foul for Alex Zahn. Running out of room for the scoring for Alex Zahn. It's 31-26. Zahn's got 17 and a chance at the free throw line to make it 18. And Alex Zahn does so. Back to a 4-point game. And Pershke going to pester Harrison Billets. Now going to switch over to Russ. Now he's going to switch over to Geisthart, who's trying to get it in. That's picked off by Alex Zahn again. Zahn's down the floor all the way to the rim. He finishes. That's going to force a time. No, it's going to be a timeout for Coach Obermiller as the Chargers on a 5-0 run. Individual run, really, for Harrison Billets, Alex Zahn, looking at the top column of both of these programs. But Alex Zahn's been terrific tonight. He's got 20 points for the Chargers and has, as I just said, has the last 5 for them as well. 31-29 is the score on the scoreboard. The other 9 for the Chargers scored 2 for Josh Polish and 7 for Levi Zedler, other than the 20 that Alex Zahn has. Scoring update for St. Luke's Oakfield, 2 for Harrison Billets, 6 for Lucas Ross, 5 for Garrett Wells, 5 for Finley Geisthart. Silas Conger, the leading scorer, he has 11 points, is that right? Yeah, 11 for Conger. So it'll be an Oakfield inbounds here. And once again in the backcourt is Elijah Pershke. Just the single man pressure. And here is Conger, guarded by Pershke. He goes right around him. Back out top of the key. Finley Geisthart. Geisthart trying to find Meisner. Ends back with Geisthart, who gives it back out here to Conger. 2-point lead for the Eagles with just under 4 minutes left here to play. Here's Wells. Wells guarded by a couple of Chargers. Pershke's just following wherever the ball is. There's a 3. And Pershke ran into Billets, so it'll be a 3-shot foul. A little bit unlucky on the defensive side there for the Chargers. First one for Billets comes up just short. Second one short as well. And here's the third attempt for Harrison Billets. That one just short as well. Nice board there from Josh Polish. Is Polish now on the offensive side trying to tie this thing up, and a nice rebound by Wells. And Russ has it. Russ across the timeline. Looks over to Billets. Billets down the lane. Nice defense by Zedler. Offensive rebound. Wells finishes. I don't think anyone realized that went in. It barely rippled the net. Here's Zahn. Noah Priest tries to dribble in. And timeout for Coach Obermiller of the Chargers. Do have some season stats here. It's finding it hard to go back and forth between my scoring and the stats, but Coach Book from Oakfield gave me some season stats for his squad. Let's see here. He's got points. Leader is Silas Conger. He's scored 160 points this season. 83 for Lucas Russ. 66 for both Garrett Wells and Harrison Billets. 32 for Finley Geisthart. 22 for Octavian Meisner. 12 for Wyatt Schroffnagel. 4 for Brady Jacob. And 8 for Remington O'Lear. A couple of them, Brady Jacob, Wyatt Schroffnagel, not here today for the Eagles. Here's a Noah Priest, and he hit it. It's a two-pointer, just a two, but that's the first points of the game for Noah Priest, and he hits the long jumper. Back to a two-point game. Here is Russ. Meisner. And they're going to get a travel before the pass for Meisner. Back to the Chargers it goes with, once again, a chance to tie or take the lead with either a 2 or a 3. We're under 3 minutes to play here in this third-place game. Much like the girls' game, this has been very entertaining. Here's Levi Zedler. Zedler dribbles in, kicks it back out to Polish. And Polish over here to Zedler. Zedler, top of the key, crosses. Underneath. Oh, nice job by Silas Conger. Made it look like it was going to be an open pass and then jumped in the passing lane and stole it. Here's Lucas Russ. Wells, top of the key. Meisner, 3 on the way. Offensive rebound by Conger, and he finishes. Going to get a timeout here for Coach Book. After that basket made for the Eagles. Conger's been terrific today. Wells has 7 as well. Let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 14 is what I have Silas Conger for. Game's high scorer is Alex Zahn, who has 20 for the Chargers. Chargers already into the, or Eagles into the bonus, so the Chargers have a chance to send Oakfield to the line should it come to a situation like that, but the Chargers are going to have the ball, and we'll see if there ends up being any time. But we're going to have still have a discussion going on at the scorers table. So last minute 45 or so. And we got the cheers starting for the Oakfield Eagles team, hoping to will their team to victory here. Here is Levi Zedler for the Chargers. Into the paint, kicks it out. Alex Zahn thought about the three, now kicks it over here to Polish. Dribble, drive, and kick. It's been a good offensive thing today for the Chargers. Here's Noah Priest. Priest with the shot fake, and he traveled before he put the ball on the floor. And Chargers going to jump into a man-to-man full-court press. I think I heard Coach Obermiller say match up. That's what they're doing, trying to get Billets free. They get him free. Billets crosses over and trying to get into the front court. He gets there, now to Russ. And Polish able to get his hand on that one, steal it from Russ, gives it to Zahn. Zahn into the front court, down the lane he goes. He has his floater come up just a little bit long. It was on the line. Should stay here with the Chargers, and it does. Good hustle by Alex Zahn to get that rebounding opportunity. Under a minute to go, 4-point game between these two teams. Here is Zedler. That shot looks long. Offensive rebound down to Pershke, kicks it out. Noah Priest has that one short. Saved by Zahn. Saved straight to Russ. Russ can't see Zahn. Zahn pokes it away. It's in the backcourt. They got to get it across the timeline. They're able to do so. Pershke's waiting there. It was over and back as Russ wasn't quite over the timeline before he got the pass back from Billets. So the Chargers not having to resort to sending to the free throw line to extend the game yet. Here's Zedler. Chargers got to go somewhat quick. They're down 2 possessions. Here's Zedler. Underneath to Zahn. Zahn spins, throws up the hook shot. This misses. Oh, Zahn steals the pass from Wells. Can't get it to go, tries to tip it away. And that time they get it to Billets. Billets is fouled by Alex Zahn. 15 seconds left. A lot of time came off on that opportunity. Alex Zahn had a couple chances. And that'll be the 5th foul for Alex Zahn. What a performance for Alex Zahn, 20 points. And kind of hate to see the game, at least for him, end like that. Just 1 and 1. First free throw for Billets is good. And the second one for Billets comes up short. And Polish throws it into Priest. Priest turns. Into the front court he goes. Got to find someone. Here's Polish. Polish crosses over. Got to get a shot up if you are the Chargers. Zedler, top of the key. Thought about the three. Now just trying to get open and force something up. Here's Stibb. That one comes up short. Meisner on the rebound, and that'll do it. The Oakfield Eagles are your third place finishers this year in the B-Team tournament as they knock off the Chargers 36-31.
Congratulations to the Chargers and the Eagles.
And we'll turn it over to the AD from Faith, Mr. Walta, as he has a trophy.
For the 2021 Wall B-Team goes to the Eagles. St. Louis Oakfield.
There you go. So it's a 36-31 win for Oakfield. Pencil them in as the third place finishers this year, beating the St. John's Chargers. Give you some scoring numbers from this game, and then we'll end this stream We got 20 minutes on the clock, so that's our time to get switched over to a new stream for the championship rounds. The first one upcoming will be Mount Calvary and Lomira for the girls' championship. Xylis Conjure had 14 points. Finley Geisthart with 5. 7 for Garrett Wells, 6 for Lucas Russ, and 3 for Harrison Billits. That adds up to 36 points. For the Chargers, 2 for Noah Priest, 2 for Josh Polish, 7 for Levi Zedler, and 20 for Alex Zahn. Terrific game for Alex Zahn. And the Chargers had a nice season, comes to an end here in the 4th place finish. All right, that's going to do it for us. If you're just joining us, 16-15 was the score in the girls' 3rd place game as Faith Fond du Lac knocked off Horicon. And in this one, St. John's Lomira loses to St. Luke's Oakfield 36-31. So that'll do it for this stream. Be looking for the next stream. We'll have a championship game stream up in just a few minutes, and we'll start off with the St. Paul's Mount Calvary Patriots versus the St. John's Lomira Chargers for the girls' championship. After that, St. Paul's will play their back-to-back. Their boys' team will face off against the 6th graders from Faith Fond du Lac in the boys' championship game. I'm Jordan King saying so long for this first session. Hope you'll stick around and join us for the championship afternoon session here on WLA TV.